So after being on the vacuum for an entire hour now, instead of just a few minutes like my previous 3 videos in the last posting that I put up last night, this is a follow-up. So now I did an entire hour, and I just turned on the laptop so you can see it's dead flat. You see how flat it is? There's no little upticks, and there's no little explosions of moisture or refrigerant popping out of the hoses or anything. It's just super flat, like a dead person's heartbeat. So we're at 60 microns. Let's shut off the vacuum. And we're just past the 1 minute mark. There we go. Vacuum is off. Open to the hoses. Now let's watch and look at the rate of decay down here. We are attached to the tank, 50-pound tank. And so at this point right here, where I shut off the vacuum, let's see if you could focus in. Come on, focus. And there we go. 60 microns right at this point. And if we see at this point, coming down here, we're just past 1 minute. Let's see where we at. Right there, about 1 minute and 15 seconds in is where I shut off the vacuum. And then as you can see, as we're leveling out over here, we're coming up on 83 microns. And what you'll notice, you see how these steps are? How fast they go up, over, up, over, up, over. Now as time goes on, they start going longer than just up a little bit. And then longer, and then longer, and then longer, and they'll start to plateau. So right now we're about hitting our plateau, our limit. And so that, if we keep going like this for another 5 minutes, it'll probably go somewhere about 95, maybe 100 microns. That is decay. This is not your vacuum. Taking your vacuum reading, pulling down to 60 microns means absolutely nothing. It's what happens after you shut off the vacuum is what's important. So your decay is your important number, not your pulling down to. Pulling down to 500 microns means nothing, as you've seen in my previous videos. As soon as I shut it off, it went above 1,000 microns because no work was really done. No removal of moisture while you're trying to get down to 500 microns or less. You actually have to pull down to 200, 100 microns to eventually, for a long duration time. Think of it this way. When you get, if it takes you 1 hour to get to 500 microns, that is not where you start your time. You start your time of vacuum after you achieve 500 microns. Then you could say you go 30 minutes or 45 minutes or 1 hour. Not turn on the vacuum pump and it takes 45 minutes to get to 500 microns. You did nothing. Because as soon as you turn it off, you'll see that your vacuum decay instantly goes up really high, and that's going to show you your moisture level. Alright guys, that's it for now. I think this is a clear winner compared to last night's video when I had short vacuums like the other guy was doing and taking it down to 500 microns or 250 microns and then shutting it off and watching it fail. There was no failure. It was just moisture in the hoses, and he didn't understand. Well, here's 1 hour after it went below 500 microns and kept going down, and now this is what it should look like. That's a vacuum decay, not a spike going up like that. That's just a ton of moisture still outgassing, and the micron gauge is picking it up. It should look like a dead person's heartbeat. All right, see you guys.